family of a seriously ill Sri Lankan asylum seeker being held indefinitely in the Villawood detention centre is calling for his case to be reviewed as a matter of urgency. The man is brain damaged and his behaviour has become psychotic, according to his lawyer. But he has no prospect of release because ASIO's deemed him a security risk. Hayden Cooper has this report.
Sri Lanka's civil war claimed many lives and ruined many more. And even now that the weapons are silent, for some who are there, the trauma goes on. This Sri Lankan man, who we'll call Pradeep, has a serious mental illness. But he's stuck in detention and not allowed out due to a negative security assessment.
The adverse ASIO ruling makes the situation for my client extremely complex. Although he's been found to be a legitimate refugee, the adverse security ruling means that he cannot be released, ever. So here you have a man who's incredibly sick. He needs urgent treatment. The doctors are saying he's getting sicker in detention, and yet there's no opportunity for him to be released.
On one occasion when I was speaking to him through an interpreter, I asked him how he felt about the indefinite detention. And he looked at me and he said, "It doesn't matter, I'm already dead."
When Pradeep came to Australia by boat 2.5 years ago, he already had a mental illness, the result of a severe bashing by Sri Lankan military forces. George Newhouse is his lawyer.
You need to understand the cause of his injury came from brain damage caused by a bashing to the head with a rifle butt that caused him to go into a coma for a month. When he awoke from the coma, he was suffering a psychological illness.
Like many of the 50 or more other refugees denied security clearance by ASIO, Pradeep is suspected of involvement with the Tamil Tigers. But his supporters claim ASIO interviewed him during a psychotic episode and that he's no threat. Neil Phillips treated him as a psychiatrist.
He's in a dreadful situation in that he's hopeless. He feels that he has no hope. He's now been put under 24-hour video surveillance. I believe he's incontinent, he's terrified, he's not making sense.
This is Pradeep's brother. He too is in Villawood Detention Centre with a negative security assessment. In this video filmed today, he claims mistreatment by guards is making his brother's condition worse. He spoke out to draw attention to his brother's plight.
What the f***? Why are you coming this country?
All I'm looking for is an honest, straightforward treatment. He doesn't have good eyesight. He is mentally disabled. He can only see 6 inches. This is a medical certificate showing that he cannot see. A person who can't see and is mentally disabled, how can they stay in detention? You're not giving medicine, you're torturing him.
In the Sri Lankan Tamil community, there's little hope that the government will give ground and release refugees under a security cloud. But there is a great deal of hope in the looming High Court challenge on the issue.
A lot of hope. I mean, more than the Tamil community in Australia, it's also the particular individuals concerned, because this means a lot to them. If it is a failure, that means they're going to be life in prison for something they have never done.
In Pradeep's case, his recent behaviour has pushed his lawyer to speak out. A string of alarming incidents has led to fears for his safety and the safety of those around him.
I'm incredibly concerned that my client has been abandoned by the mental health system in New South Wales, as well as the health providers in detention and the federal government. Everyone has been extremely dismissive about our calls for urgent, assertive health care. He's just not getting any decent mental health care in detention.
Please, if you can, give us medicine, give us a good life. If you can't do that, please kill us both.
And the Immigration Minister said in a statement to 7:30 that detainees are treated humanely and have access to appropriate health and mental care. New South Wales Health says it won't comment on the grounds of patient confidentiality.